something in that moment clicked, and I was like, I think I'm gonna marry this man.
Hey guys, it's Kirbie. Welcome back to Pretty Unfiltered. Today I have two guests, Matt Dallas, Blue Hamilton. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I have never had a couple on the show before. I've had duos, but not a couple. So I'm really excited to get into.
You're first.
Yeah.
First time.
Let's see what happens.
Thank you so much. All right, so we are talking about their relationship, the road it took to get to where you guys are now. You have a family, a really cute one, by the way. And I kind of just want to go back to the beginning. So how did you guys initially meet? Can you tell me the meet cute?
No, you take it.
All right. The first time we met was at a show at the Viper Room. I remember it so clearly because he was talking. I remember him looking around at me and just like locking eyes with him.
It's funny because even though I was in a relationship, there was something about him I knew. I was like, this guy's gonna be dangerous. And eventually my relationship ended and he was on it so quick. He was like, I kept trying to be like, he was like, no, I need to be single for a while. Like, I need my time. And he was just not about that. He didn't let that happen.
You're fine.
Yeah.
When did you both feel comfortable dating men in your lives? Because you had been out longer than he had, so.
Yeah, I mean, well, I didn't really even start dating men until I moved to California. I think I was 18.
Okay.
And so it was definitely into my, I think, early 20s where I started dabbling in guys.
Mm-hmm.
But it took me a long time. It took me a long time before I was comfortable with maybe admitting it or even going to my family. I think I went to my family when I was 22, 23. And still, even like into my late 20s, it was still something that I feel like I struggled with because, you know, there's so much, you know, in society, there's so much pressure and, you know, and bigotry towards the LGBT community, and everybody kind of feels it.
What about you?
I was kind of like reversed than a lot of people because
Okay.
I was very open when I was in high school, and I was very fortunate that I went to a very accepting high school, and my family was very accepting. But when I got to California and started working professionally is when I sort of was like shoved back into the closet. So I think when I was in Los Angeles, I became frightened to death to date, and I wouldn't even go like hardly in public with my gay friends.
I want to live out loud, and I want to be proud. I want to feel proud. I want to, you know,
Yeah.
be the example of what I feel like everybody in the LGBT community should feel.
I think it
in
is
a relationship.
Yeah, and I think it is too about like when you're alone. There's a lot. Or I feel like when you're like in a relationship, and I had like suddenly I had a rock that I knew wasn't going away. So I knew even if I got a lot of criticism or just like ugliness from the outside, at least I had somebody that made me feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I mean that had a lot to do with it as well.
I do want to talk about your marriage. Was your decision to get married? Okay, so let me put this in perspective. A lot of my gay friends had civil ceremonies before gay marriage was legalized.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys consider that, or did you get engaged after gay marriage was legalized? Do you remember?
We got engaged before
Okay.
before it was, and then we had a very long engagement. We were engaged for like 2 years, and but it was always I think our intention to get married, whether and I guess some just sort of ceremony, whether or not it was legal. We were just like, screw it, we're gonna do it because it's about us anyway.
Exactly.
And then it's just the timing all worked out that actually, I mean, it was within like a month after they legalized it in Arizona because we were living in Arizona at the time. Like we got married right after that.
All right, let's talk about your really ridiculously cute child, Crow. So cute. The whole conversation is just about how cute the child is.
Basically.
When you decided to adopt, though, was that always top of mind? Okay, we will adopt, or when you were talking about family planning, you know, how did you guys decide? Okay, adoption's the best outlet for us.
That was Blue. I was really set on having going some sort of biological route, whether it was like in vitro or surrogates or whatever. But he was really determined to adopt, and he persuaded me that that was the right path for us.
You guys were living in Arizona, like you said. Did you have any struggles as a same-sex couple adopting Crow?
There were a few. So when we started researching agencies, there were a lot that were religious agencies that were not very open to working with same-sex couples. And then another thing that we came up against was right after gay marriage was legalized, and the laws all became very gray. And initially, we were going to be able to adopt and both be parents. But because it was gray and Arizona's a more conservative state,
Yeah.
of course there was a lot of resistance to that. And then suddenly they were telling us that one of us was going to have to be a step parent, and that we both wouldn't be able to actually be the parents of our
Yeah.
kid.
Wow, I
Which-
didn't even know that was not a possibility, it's terrible, but I didn't even know that was something that was happening.
Yeah, and that was obviously a huge blow to us because we were like, whoa, wait a second, that means one of us is not actually going to have like parental rights to
Whoa.
our kid.
What does it mean for like hospital,
Yep.
any of that? All those things come into play.
So, fortunately, in the time that it took to foster, like when we had Crow and he was in the foster portion of like our relationship, that had all changed, and by the time we actually adopted him, then we were both able to adopt him as parents. But I do know, and this is crazy, is our other friends that had recommended us to our agency, they adopted in that time period. So even though today it's legal for them to both be parents, because at the time one of them was a step parent, they were still having to fight the state
You have
because
to go back to court.
and go back to
Wow.
court because one of them is not a legal parent.
What a headache.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Crazy, right?
I think our experience, foster to adopt in the system, was so smooth. I think we were very blessed to have the experience that we had, to end up with a beautiful son. And I think that for me, that's my motivation, maybe our motivation, I don't want to speak for you, but to talk about it and to share it with people, because there are so many, dream come true stories like that. And when we started the process, getting certified, all that, we heard so many nightmare stories about how, kids that are in the system are just ruined and
Yeah.
they're, drug addicted, all these things. But those are the kids that really need the help. So,
Exactly.
it's for us, like, that's why we talk so openly about it and share.
All right, tell me what's going on with both of you. What do you have coming up for work? What are you passionate about? What are you promoting? I know we have this awesome box, which I want to pick up right now. This is the Pride box, right?
Yeah, so this is a Pride box that actually we teamed up with our company that we work with, Studio 71, and they put together this whole box because June is obviously Pride Month, but it's got all this cool stuff in here for when you're out, like a loved one's backpack. There's fun.
I'm claiming this guy.
Yeah. there you
Love a
go.
good dad
We got a
bod.
couple at home, so you should take it.
Yes.
So you
Oh,
can
look at
stay
this pin.
hydrated.
I love it.
Yeah, I know they do a lot of things to really help. I know they take in a lot of kids that have been kicked out of homes by their parents, and
That's amazing.
they do a lot of really amazing things there.
All right, guys, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks for having
so
us.
Thank you for having
fun.
us.
I loved I hadn't met them before, so this has been a really fun, enlightening conversation. I'm glad to see all the success that you guys both have. So thanks for coming
you.
on the show. Let's promote your channel. Hello.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
so cute.
Be sure to check out our channel. It's Matt and Blue on YouTube.
On YouTube.
You need a
gonna
jingle
rhyme?
now.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
And guys, as always, in the comment section below, let me know guests you want to see coming up, topics you want us to discuss. The show is all about you, and we really do read the comments and take your advice. Well, not all of your advice. Some of it's a little cray, but your suggestions on who should be on the show next. And as always, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Kirbie Johnson. I'll see you next time. Bye.